Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm bellapreshtv. I'm a food, family and lifestyle vlogger in Rome, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I transform this mud cake into this cake. So let's head on straight into the video. For the ingredients, we're going to be needing a quarter cup of milk, 125 grams of butter, our strawberry flavor. I'll be using the strawberry flavor. You can use any flavor of your choice. And also I'm going to be using confectioner's sugar. So let's get started with the buttercream. Right now I have my cake board. You can see it's clearly new, so I'm going to be covering this with white fondant. So I'm going to set this aside and get my fondant. So guys, I'm wiping down my table to ensure it's very clean, and now I'll use a dry paper towel to ensure it is dry and very clean. And next up, I'm going to get my fondant. I'm going to be using my cornstarch. This is a kilo of fondant and this is 125 grams. I'm going to be using this bit or a little less to cover my cake board, which is over here. So I'll set aside this bit I'm going to be using to cover this half birthday cake. It's too much for the half birthday cake, so to use this. In order to cover the cake board perfectly, it's necessary that you use your spatula to add some of the buttercream just so the fondant sticks very well to the cake board. Using a rolling pin dusted with cornstarch, spread out the fondant around the circumference of the cake board. As soon as I'm done spreading it out, I then use my smoother. Now the smoother is a very essential tool for every baker. So now I'll use the smoother to smooth out the edges up to a point that it cuts out the excess fondant, as you can see right now. Since I'm going to be turning this cake into a stacked half cake, it's important that I cut off the top dome, the top bit, just so it's leveled. And now, as you can see, you should use a tape or ruler to do this, but I'm using my spatula just to see where to cut exactly, because this is a half cake. If you're going to be doing this for the first time, I would advise you use a ruler or a tape rule. I've done this several times, so I basically eyeballed the half. Just in case you're wondering why I didn't add some buttercream to the middle before stacking the cake, I did this on purpose because this cake is just for my family consumption. I've got a little baby and I'm trying to keep our sugar level as low as possible. So that's why I didn't add buttercream to the middle. Just in case you're wondering, you can do this, or you can do this if you like less sugar, or just add the buttercream like others would. In order to get a smoother buttercream surface, I would advise you dip your spatula into a cup of milk or water, whichever one you prefer, just so you get a better finished buttercream look. So guys, I moved on to color my fondant. Now there are different kinds of food coloring. You have the gel ones, the liquid ones, and the powdered one. Now I'm using the liquid one, a particular brand which I don't like so much, and even if you ask me in the comment section, I wouldn't recommend this particular brand. A brand I would recommend you use is the Wilton's brand. Now the gel coloring is most efficient because very little will color your fondant quickly. You don't have to use an excess of it, and it lasts longer actually. So lasts longer in the sense that you get more value for your money. After coloring my fondant, the next step is to roll out my fondant. Now I used a rolling pin to roll out the fondant, and it's important to ensure that in a case where bubbles or air get trapped in between, you just use either a pin or a toothpick to pop them out and continue rolling. Guys, so sadly I lost the clip where I showed you guys how I covered the cake with fondant, but luckily I was actually filming on my phone for IGTV as well, so I was able to capture this clip, and here it is. Using the smoother, you have to smooth out every side of the cake from the top bit to the bottom, so you ensure that no excess spaces comes in between the buttercream and the fondant. So just smooth out, and then you use a pizza cutter to cut out any excess that is left after smoothing all of the sides of the cake. So then I carefully transfer my cake, and now I move on to designing as I wish. You can design whichever way you please. So for this cake, I'll be going for the clouds, stars theme and the moon, like I love it to the moon and back kind of theme. So that's what I went for with this cake. And please give it a like if you feel I tried or I did well, or if you're a cake decorator and you feel like for someone who is self-taught, who's learned on YouTube and never been to a cake school, if I did it well, please let me know. I'd love to get your corrections as well. And if you enjoyed this video and if you want more cake videos as well, please let me know. I'm here, I'm at your service. Thank you so much guys. So enjoy the rest of the video. So over here you can see me folding the fondant. This was because it was too flat. I had rolled it out too flat, so I had to double it to get a thicker star. After I finished making the stars, I just inserted little bamboo sticks like the ones you use for your kebabs. I stuck them into the stars and put them on the cake as I preferred. And as you can see in this clip, I'm using my alphabet cutters to cut out the names. You can see me cutting out Kian, which happens to be my baby's name. So if you would love to buy any of these cutters, so this particular fondant cutters are the Wilton's ones on Amazon, and you can find the links in my description description box, so check on the link in my description box to get these if you want them. Now for the moon, I actually made the moon myself by hand. It's not so perfect, but it's as good as good. So that's it, guys. So I just placed all of the alphabets where they are. Everything you see, I just did them very easily, and it's something so easy you can make as well. There's nothing, totally nothing hard about this cake, trust me. Guys, as you can see, the cake is ready. I am done. Happy half birthday, Kian. That's what it says. I hope you guys enjoyed watching how to make this cake with me. I hope you learned and you were able to learn something. Guys, all I know about cake baking, I was never taught. I never went to any school. I've just loved baking cakes and decorating cakes since I was 8, and it was my little business back in secondary school when I would make some cakes for people, for church members. Yeah, so all through the years I've always loved making cakes, and yes, hopefully one day I'll be able to do some further learning to kind of like perfect this my hobby. It's like a passion hobby. Yeah, so this cake just shows that I love Kian to the moon and back. Like you can see the moon, the stars, see the clouds. Happy half birthday, Kian. Guys, rate me over 100. Let me know how well I'm doing as a self-taught YouTube taught baker. Let me know. And my baby really loved the cake with the stars and the moon and the clouds. Everything was so beautiful. So guys, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel for more videos. Till next time, bye.